Bill Miller, Dean of Humanities and Social Sciences. I've been at the college for 37 years, and I'll be retiring this summer.
I'm Natalie Price. I'm the coordinator of Natural Science Technology Labs, and I'm retiring this year, and I've been here for 31 years.
In 1980, I was approached. I had just graduated from college, and I was approached by Chuck Dunaway, who was our athletic director. He said he had a one-year position open and in his area, over in the athletic area, and I'd be interested. It was a grant position, and I thought, yeah, maybe I would do that for a year before I went on to graduate work.
My first job here was chemistry technician. It was a newly created position, and I remember getting the phone call. At that time, I was a recent graduate in biology, and I was working at Civic Miller rat farm, so to speak, and they were raising laboratory rats for researchers. And I remember getting the call and being very thrilled to come back to my alma mater and have a chance to work here.
My name is Bill O'Brien, and I've been here at Butler County Community College for 35 years. 35 years of service here, probably 41 years altogether in higher education. And my title here is Vice President of Continuing Education and Off-Campus Sites.
My name is David Anderson. I'm a professor of English in the Humanities and Social Sciences Division here at BC3. I'm retiring after 32 years.
What brought me to BC3, I did my practicum here. I was at Slippery Rock University. I was the assistant basketball coach up there and working on my master's, and had to do a practicum, and I did it in the admissions office back in 1981.
I'm Sherry Neely. I am a full-time professor in the nursing program, and I will be retiring this year.
My first job here at BC3 was as assistant professor of English.
My first job here at BC3 was as a part-time instructor in the medical assistant program.
I just had an immediate feeling that I was accepted. They were happy to have me.
I have been on a lot of campuses, both 2 and 4 year. I think for community colleges, of the 14, I think I've been on 12 of the 14 in the state for various meetings or just happenstance. And, you know, without question, physically, we have the nicest campus of all of them. I mean, I can't tell you how many times people have come, visitors to our campus, and said to me, wow, they did not expect to see this type of an environment with all the different buildings and the oak trees and just a physically well-kept campus.
One of the things that excites me and makes me the most proud is the number of people who come up to me and tell me that they have been taken care of by a BC3 nursing graduate.
Some of my students have gone on to become colleagues.
People here tend to be team players, pitch in.
I've been given a lot of freedom and creativity with the presidents that I've worked for. So obviously the off-campus sites I'm proud of. I'm proud of the public safety programs, college within high school programs, the kids on campus programs. I'm proud of those things, and but there was a lot of people that helped me do those things. I think someone said it to me one time, the most important thing you do is hiring of people. And I took that seriously, and I've hired some great people that in the past that are no longer here, and some people that are working today. So I'm hoping that they say Bill left BC3 in some good hands.
I felt that my work here was always appreciated.
It is just heartwarming when you see how hard they are working to get through the nursing program.
But I really think our community appreciates what we do, the students that we graduate, the students we place in the workforce, and what it does for the community.
A couple of things that do come to mind that they involve another retiree, Bill O'Brien.
So when I got first hired here, as you know, you don't make a lot of money, and my car was probably a clunker.
When we started our college within a high school program, we were driving towards Katanning on 422 East, and it was in one of his infamous cars where I didn't think we were going to get there. It was puttering the whole way, and I vowed I would never go with him again. I would always be the driver.
And I just bought a brand new pair of tennis shoes. I don't know if he told you that, but I didn't know if the car was going to make it to Armstrong County. I think we were going over to Armstrong County or not. And it was kind of, you know, hesitating and what have you. I think the big story was, though, when I opened up the trunk, I lost my tennis shoes. There was a hole in the trunk about this big. So, yeah, he doesn't let me forget about that one.
And on my 55th birthday, my office mate, Karen O, was 15 years my junior, and for a birthday present she got me all of the places that I could get a senior citizen discount in Butler at age 55.
I have never read 1984. I have faked it for years. So I've got to put that on my list. I saw the movie when I was a kid, and I thought that would be enough. I read Animal Farm.
Well, one of the things I'd like to do after I retire, and I've only tried it once, I'd like to get into pottery a little bit.
I'm a Hemingway scholar, and I'll still be going to the Hemingway conferences.
I have an almost 2-year-old granddaughter and a 4-year-old grandson who moved to West Virginia so that they could be close to Nana and Pap.
I'd like to be able to golf as many days as I can when the weather's nice. That'll be probably one of my passions.
But destination-wise, with my husband, I'm really looking forward to some of those river cruises, you know. And I've seen the Rhine, but he is not.
I hope to not do too much of anything for that first year, but my wife does have a honey-do list already started, so.
It's really been 37 really good years. I've never really come to work saying, I wish I didn't have to come today.
It's just a great place to work. The atmosphere, the environment, the people I've worked with, it's just been a very professional atmosphere. There's never been a day that I've gotten out of bed that I didn't want to come to work.
You can do it your way here.
Alex Gladys also retired this year as the director of BC3 at Cranberry. Alex has loved working with students, staff, and faculty every day since he started in 2005. He cites the building expansions of Lawrence Crossing, Linden Point, and Brockway as the most significant changes he's seen over the years. Although he's felt support from the entire BC3 staff, Alex credits Dr. Newpower, Linda Dodd, and Bill O'Brien with the success of his career and the operations in Cranberry. Alex has a funny story to share. During race day in October at BC3 at Cranberry, NASCAR flags were flying and students were racing while also dressed in their Halloween costumes. 2 parents arrived with their daughter, confused about what they walked into, and asked, "Is this BC3?" They had a good laugh, and he explained it was a special student activity. The daughter enrolled and graduated with a 4.0. Alex feels most proud of helping several students find their career passions and reaching their educational goals. He says, many of them became like family to me. Mary Ann Heiser retires this year as a professor of nursing in the Nursing and Allied Health Division. Mary Ann started as a clinical instructor in 1987 and moved to a full-time professor. She's loved the relationships she's formed with students and watching them develop into the role of a nurse. She also finds it rewarding to see former students doing a great job in their nursing careers. When asked about a funny memory, Mary Ann says that almost every day in the clinical setting, students will do something that surprises her, and she'll leave it at that. And if you haven't had the chance, you should see her and Diane Ratty impersonate the Supremes. Mary Ann mentions Marian Gustafson as a wonderful mentor from whom she's gained valuable insight into teaching and will miss the collaboration, support, and fun times had with all the nursing faculty. Mary Ann says it's been a great privilege to be a member of the BC3 family, and she's grateful to have spent most of her career at the college. We also wish to note the retirement of Kevin Fish, Network Systems Support Specialist, Dr. James Morrow, Associate Professor in the STEM Division, and Donna Pallone, Bookstore Manager.